is our take. This is Mark, the moderator.
Banks.com. The game is the game always.
Leaf is only family. Brooklyn forever.
Albany's finest. You rewind this. Our takes behind this.
Yo,
Biggie just rolled over in his grave, bro.
well, I think he slid over. I don't think he can roll as big as he is.
Wow. All right, I ain't going to be a part of this no more.
All right.
Don't come to Brooklyn, Mark.
Yo, check it out. So we're gonna talk some NBA talk, and what I gotta bring up, and I think that we need to have this conversation. The NBA needs a Rooney Rule, not as weak as the NFL. But what's your take on the fact that the NBA continually to look over black coaches, assistant coaches that's already put in time, already put in work, and are skipping over them and are hiring white head coaches that doesn't have the same experience nor put in the same amount of time? What's your take on that? And how do we fix it? How would they fix it in your eyes?
Yo, I swear Mark be asking like dissertation / SAT questions. Like he be rolling mad things. Like, yo, you gotta think about that. Like, okay, all right, how do I answer this? Nah, the same way that I feel about the NFL, I feel about the NBA. It's no different. You know, I know a lot of this talk has been that the NBA is more progressive. No, they're not. You know what I'm saying? The harsh reality is that, yo, it's just a different standard. I keep saying it. We're held to a different standard. No matter what seat we hold, no matter what job we hold, we're held to a different standard when it comes to hiring us, when it comes to how much rope we got, when it comes to how much credentials we need, we're held to a different standard. I just, you know, and this all stems from the Lloyd Pierce firing. That's utter abomination. I'm sorry. You can't tell me that guy got, how long is he there? 2.5 years? If that 1.5 years, something like that?
2.5 years.
That's inexcusable. That's shame on Atlanta management for even in the middle of the season firing this kid. You knew Atlanta wasn't going on.
Is it shame on the management or the players? And Avery, we can't say Atlanta wasn't going
the players
because you and I both had them in the players. Yeah, the report says it was the players that was like, yo, we want him out of here.
Okay, so let me say this. That's the report, allegedly.
And you and I both had them in the playoffs, so you can't say Atlanta wasn't going nowhere.
No doubt. But here's my thing. Here's my problem with that shame. So then that means that there's something deeper than this. Because if the players had him on the outs with him, how does Trae Young and half of the players say, yo, we didn't even know this dude was getting fired until we heard it on social media? How's that possible? Is that true? I don't know. You know
that's the problem.
I don't know.
That's the problem.
So if the players then in turn, right? If the players in turn are lying about that, they're complicit too to the narrative of black coaches as well. So we got to hold them accountable. So yeah, yo, you got all of these white coaches coaching all of the best players. Yo, and I'm going to say it. You got Steve Nash, who essentially got a meal ticket. He ain't got to even coach that hard because he got 3 of the best players in the league. You know what I'm saying? 4, well, 3.
Where you get 4 from?
I'm not including Blake Griffin. I know Marcus trying to say that the 4th is an all-star. I know what he's doing right there. I'm not even going to of that. But anyway,
better than Blake Griffin.
Yeah, like, come on. So what I'm trying to say is that, yes, shame on the league. And I keep telling y'all, and I think Banks, we had this conversation. Yo, they keep patronizing us with all these slogans. They keep patronizing us with all this, yo, Black Lives. Stop it. When internally, when in fact, the fact of the matter is, you don't really care. You're trying to just satisfy us on the surface level, but internally, you're not doing that. So same thing I feel about the NFL. It's putting lipstick on the pig.
All right, Banks, go ahead.
I'm just hearing about the Lloyd Pierce thing, but I will say this, man. If the players wanted him out, I think that says a lot. Now, the issue I would have is, you know, if I was a player and I wanted him out, I would want some black coaches interviewed. I will say this.
Didn't Nate McMillan get the job?
Nate McMillan got the job.
Okay.
Interim.
I will say this though, man. We've always wanted equality, man. Who's to say Lloyd Pierce is a good coach? You know, just because he's black doesn't mean he's a good coach. Listen,
Mark is about to go ape shit.
Atlanta drafted well, and I thought they should be better than they are. They got an all-star point guard. They got a least man Cam Reddish.
Trey Young wasn't an all-star.
Sorry, rookie of the year, but he's putting up all-star numbers. I think we could agree with that. Least man Cam Reddish. They got a squad. John Collins. They got some good players. Herder's a good 2 guard.
Rondo, we thought that was an exceptional signing.
Yeah. In order to fix it, I don't know. My thing has always been when it comes to the NFL and the NBA, in order to fix something like this, you're gonna have to have more black owners. That's really what it is. Because these people hire people that look like them. That's what I don't know how you fix something. Yes, we are under the umbrella of the commissioner of the NBA, but I still own my team. You cannot tell me who I should hire just because, you know what I mean, to fulfill a rule. So I think unless you have, and when I say, because all skin folk and kinfolk, I mean real black people owning franchises, I don't know if you're ever really going to see this change.
Yo, let me say this, and I got to say this. Not one of the Atlanta Hawk players on that roster has the cachet to go to the front office and say they want a coach going. They don't have the cachet. No, Trey Young can't do it. These dudes do not have that resume to say that they want a coach going. There's no way. Now, if you're telling me at the end of the offseason,
with that.
Well, okay. Explain to me how Trey Young has the cachet to walk in and get a coach fired. John Collins can walk in, get a coach fired.
Can I step in real quick?
I'm not even. Where does energy come from, Mark? Whoa.
Listen. Those fans ain't come to see the coach. There's
no fans in the stands. There's no fans in the stands.
Wait, hold on. Atlanta actually was one of the first arenas to have fans in it. And you know what I mean.
Is no fans. Come on now.
Listen, you know what I mean, Mark. Trey Young is the face of the franchise. It ain't the goddamn coach.
Hold on. Trey Young is not the face of the franchise. Trey Young is just a player on that team right now. He has not gotten to. He hasn't gotten to the. He has not gotten there yet.
Of the franchise. And let me tell you something. And you just said, who are these players? None of these players had the cachet to get a coach fired. That coach ain't had the cachet to keep his goddamn job.
How do you know that?
Because he doesn't.
Can I jump in real quick?
What does his resume say? What does his resume say against the players?
Leave. Again, if they went out and brought this dude in and they gave him a short leash, and the one thing Avery said is when you talk about different standards, when it comes to firing us, it's much easier to fire us because the leash is shorter. Luke Walton, who hasn't done hold on, let me finish. Luke Walton, who hasn't done shit in Sacramento, still has a job. Okay, there's no way
he's done this year. He's done
that you can sit there and justify a Lloyd Pierce getting fired in the middle of a season when you got Luke Walton sitting there that has a job, and then when they fired the dude in Minnesota, they brought a dude in that nobody ever heard of.
Hold on. Well, that means they was already looking to do that. But when it comes to this, let's say we're the ownership group of the Atlanta Hawks, right? The three of us are like, we don't like what we're seeing on the court. We go to the person who is considered the leader of the team now, Trey Young, and we like, yo, what do you think of Lloyd Pierce? I don't like him, bro. I don't like his schemes or whatever. Okay, as an ownership group, we're not liking the product on the floor. Our best player or the leadership group of these players is telling us the same thing. What is the problem there? Why wouldn't you get rid of somebody like that?
Thanks. What if that didn't happen? Then what?
I mean, if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
Hold on. You making that statement, that's an if because you don't know if that happened or not.
You're right.
You want to know. You want to know.
That didn't happen.
You want to know what did happen? You want to know who's the worst team in the NBA in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter with a lead? Do you want to know who that is? Take a guess.
It's Atlanta Hawks.
Sacramento Kings.
No, it's the Atlanta Hawks, right? And where does that come up to, Mark?
What you mean? Where did that come up from?
Where does that come down to? If you're up and you have a lead,
hold on.
Oh boy, we're about to switch shit up right now.
No. Listen, what I'm about to say to you, Lee. I'm not saying that the coaching wasn't bad, but what I'm saying to you is, you do not have the Atlanta Hawks is not made up of a team that dudes can get a coach fired. That's the only thing I'm saying to you. With that narrative coming out, that's not the team. If you're telling me a veteran team says, "Yo, we want to get rid of a coach that has the cachet," then okay, I totally understand that.
To some degree, I agree with Mark G. Like Trae Young ain't that dude yet. You know what I'm saying? John Collins ain't that dude. I don't even think, and I know this is not a favorable thing I'm gonna say, I don't even think Trae Young is that good. He give you a lot of empty calories. That's just me. But and I don't think he adds on to winning. That's just me. His own teammate said that. So that could have been now. Please remember we had that convo. That could have been the start to the end of Lloyd Pierce as well. You know what I'm saying? It could have been, yo, wait a minute. The players ain't getting along or have a problem with Trae Young. Management, like, what are you doing? You the head coach. You supposed to make this glue. Nah, B, we out. So Nate McMillan,
I agree with you with that.
I don't know what he's going to do. He's a veteran coach, so let's see what he does. But I'm telling you, man, like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Listen, I just want to say this, Mark. We all know that, especially in the NBA, the players hold a lot of weight. So I always agree with you when you say, yo, the players should be the first one saying, yo, bring me a black coach in here, right? I always agree with you when you say that. But on the flip side of that, we could see where a player could go to management like Banks is saying and be like, nah, this ain't the dude. This ain't the dude I want to play for.
Lee, I'm not disagreeing with that.
They need to use that power on both sides.
On both sides. Listen, listen, Lee, I'm not disagreeing with you with that. What I'm saying with that narrative is who you're talking about is doing it. That's my only point. I don't see Trae Young carrying that kind of mantle to walk in and say, I want to coach going. Because let me say this, if you're doing that if you give that kind of power to an unproven player, then that franchise is headed in the wrong direction.
Well, it's the Atlanta Hawks, so that's
and I say it again. Then that's the wrong thing to do. That's why I said I don't see that narrative. But let me go one further because we didn't delve into it. When you watch what the Timberwolves did was fire dude. They had a dude assistant coach that was on the bench that everyone thought, and players came out and spoke on it. Thought that the assistant coach should have got the head coaching job right off the bat as soon as the firing was done. They went and got a dude in a videographer from another team and made him the head coach, a first-time head coach. How do you have that happen when you just like Avery said, you promote all this Black Lives Matter bullshit, but you make a move like that?
Hold up, that's homeboy from where?
Minnesota.
No, from the Raptors.
The Raptors.
You know why? You know what it is?
Bellick or Beasley, something like that is his name. He came out of left field. He's never held any kind of head coaching job in his. He's never been an assistant head coach.
You know what it is? Because this is a copycat league. Everybody tries to, and man, both leagues are the same thing. Everybody's trying to find the next Sean McVay. Everybody's trying to find the next what's homie down in Miami?
Spoke.
Yeah,
they were saying Nick Nurse. They were saying Nick Nurse. That what they're trying to find is the next Nick Nurse.
So everybody's doing it. So it doesn't. Everybody's trying to be the smartest person in the room instead of doing what's right. You know. So I mean, it is what it is.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask this question. And see, this is where I get upset at because the bullshit is this. When are you going to find the next black coach that has been successful that y'all have continued to overlook? And that's the problem that I have, because you always naming these white coaches that they are trying to find the next. You got dudes, you have a Jason Kidd sitting on the Lakers bench. You have Jason Kidd sitting there. Nobody's hired him. There's other coaches, assistant coaches that have made their bones that nobody's hired.
Hold on, the Jason Kidd won. The Jason Kidd won.
Where's the next Monty Williams?
Hold on, the Jason Kidd one I think is based off the fact the Lakers want him to be the next head coach. But I'm not sure about that. But the point of the matter is it basically has to come down to somebody taking that chance. And then you'll see copycats of that. You find a young, successful coach. The problem I see is that the young, successful African-American coaches or Black coaches, they're aging out because nobody's giving them a shot. So they're becoming older coaches and then nobody wants to hire them. And then there's this stupid notion that big men can't coach. Nobody wants to give Ewing a chance. But Ewing has paid his dues.
Let's just say it, man. We don't own this shit, bro. We don't own it.
Hold on right there. We're going to come right back, y'all. We'll be right back. This is Our Take. Thank you for tuning in, man. Yo, it gets deeper and deeper, y'all. Let's go. We'll be right back.